Yo, 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 what's up? And you've tuned into another edition of Moving Forward with Dave. I'm your host, Dave. Got some pretty cool stuff tonight. You know how I always do here. Got a question really tonight. This Neil Young, Joe Rogan thing. Neil Young threatens Spotify to pull my music or pull Joe Rogan. And we're going to talk about that whole thing right now. So hang out. So the mighty Neil Young, legendary rock star from a galaxy far, far away at a time ago where nobody after 1990 even knows who the hell this guy is anymore. I'm sure the kids that are listening to Cardi B and Snoop Dogg pretty much got his stuff on lock and they're downloading it every day, which is the most silliest shit. Well, anyway, Joe Rogan has the most popular podcast in America. 11 million viewers and listeners. He's exclusively on Spotify, he's on YouTube. There's many different areas where you can listen to this man. I personally listen to this man a lot. It's a great podcast. A lot of fun stuff on it. I think it's some great questions, some buffoonery too, and that's fun. But so we're going to get into this. Neil Young is stating that Joe Rogan is spreading misinformation on vaccines and stuff like that because he's had some predominant doctors that have been pretty much silenced and censored by our Dr. Fauci, you know, that guy. You know how I feel about him. I got to kind of watch what I say in a way and say it in another way because you know how they'll come down on me, like they come down on everybody. Well, I just wanted to talk about that for a second. So Neil Young writes this open letter to Spotify that says, you know, either you pull down his podcast or you take my music off. It's Neil Young or Joe Rogan. How fascist of him. You know what I mean? Just think about this. This guy used to sing songs about anti-government and all of this stuff. And this guy's become a shill for Big Pharma, the government, and censorship in general. I cannot believe how many people have become so comfortable with censorship. I'm from Generation X. You know, we sent Dee Snider to, Congress and, you know, about lyrics on records, not having labels on them. We were that serious about no censorship at all. And now I find myself that a lot of people in my generation, but I think it's more of a minority. I think most people are like, what the hell's the matter with you? But there are quite a few in my generation and the after my generation that are very, very comfortable with censoring people that they don't like. And they classify it as now misinformation. We've beaten that word misinformation just about as much as we've beaten the word racist. It's almost has no weight anymore. Who claims what is misinformation and what? Questioning something is misinformation now? I'm not too sure about that, but that's what they want to categorize it. You know, they want to change the definition of things and, you know, the way words mean and, you know, the English language, I guess, in general, or any type of language in general. But so Spotify sits back and goes, you know, Neil, you know, we're keeping Joe, and if you really want us to take your music off, we'll take your music off. Now, Spotify didn't take their music off, his music off. He requested them to take his music off. Now, here's the funniest part about it is, Neil Young doesn't even own his music. He doesn't even own his own music. Some law firm somewhere owns his whole catalog. So he really doesn't even have a right to his own music. And after a day or two of him having this open letter, you know, up there, he deleted it, knowing that that was a pretty bad move. But they still took his stuff down. They gave into his request. They said, you know, you wanted this, and we'll do that for you. I'm sure if Neil Young wants to put his music back on Spotify, I'm sure they'll have no problem putting it back up on Spotify. Now, here comes you got a lot of people on the left going, you know, we need to censor. you guys have really gotten crazy with this censorship thing. It is almost, communist, Joseph Stalin, Hitler-esque. I don't want to go to those guys because, those guys did some really bad shit. People, that's what the left does. They like to bring you to that. And I don't want to do that, but I have to kind of like hint towards that because I won't say that they're doing stuff like that because these people killed a lot of people and stuff. But you can understand where I'm going when I say this because I don't want to really sound like a lefty at all when I do say these things. So you want to take down another guy's point of view, questions, because he's asking questions. He has a couple of doctors on that you don't like, that they have a different version, and there's hundreds of doctors, thousands of doctors out there that agree with them that are quietly, being quiet because, they're going to be canceled. They're going to get their licenses taken away, their livelihoods and stuff, which to me, I think it's cowardly anyway, because if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for everything. And tyranny thrives when good people do nothing. That's how it gets going. That's how it grabs root, and that's how it happens. Now, us being so comfortable with the censorship thing, it baffles me because of where we came from and the histories of the world. Controlling the media, controlling the narrative, controlling this, and anybody that has anything against you, it's misinformation. Or I'm surprised they haven't called Joe Rogan a racist. I'm really surprised because they can't stop this guy. So I'm super surprised that he hasn't been called a racist yet. Hold on, that's probably coming down the pipe because it's the last resort most of the times for the leftist cult, the American communists. That's what we got to call them. We're not going to call them liberals anymore. I read this Candace Owens thing today, and she said we should stop calling them liberals. It's a disservice to real liberals. We have to call them what they are. They're American communists, and that's exactly what they are. So back on topic. So people all over Twitter are, I'm going to cancel my subscription. I'm going to do this. They're virtue signaling all over the place. Oh, pictures of, their cancellations. And I know 9 people. For every one person that is canceled, I guarantee you 2 people have signed up. Now, here's the funniest part of the whole thing. These people think that by canceling their subscriptions to this type of media, that they're hurting Spotify. You're not. Here's why. Your $9 a month is great, and Spotify does make a lot of money off that. But it's not even close to the money that they make with the advertisers for the free subscriptions. So the people that are listening with the free subscriptions, they're getting hit with Snickers, this, that, blah, 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 blah. And they're getting paid pretty good to make sure that you hear that Snickers commercial. So you're really doing nothing because you know that you're going to tune in and you got to hear what he says. So you can't stay away from it. I deleted my app. That's like deleting Facebook. Shut the fuck up. You didn't do shit. You didn't go nowhere. You're just pretending and you're virtue signaling at the same time. And the next Joe Rogan podcast is on. Your ass is listening to it, I can guarantee. And half these people that are talking about Neil Young, they're not bumping Neil Young out of their 2022 SUV in California. I can guarantee you. You got Cardi B, Snoop Dogg, all the new guys. I might be off with the new music because I'm kind of in a little pocket myself. I don't really listen to any new music. Not really. But, yeah, I'm sure that these kids are really missing Neil Young's music. I mean, really? I mean, seriously, think about how fascist that sounds. I want to silence this person, so I'm going to take my stuff off. That's like, this is my ball and I'm going home. It's childish, it's foolish, and it's, it becomes censorship, and you're advocating for it openly for censorship, which is my nuke button. I won't do that. Hypocrisy and censorship. Now, other people don't understand the marketing strategy of how this works. Like I told you a little bit about Spotify. Like if you cancel your subscription and you tune back in, which you're going to tune in, you're going to get hit with that Snickers commercial. And guess what happened? Spotify wins because you're coming back. So don't think that you're really doing anything in that area. This type of media is a win-win situation for them, and it's great. Negative news has just as much impact as positive news. People are going there. People are listening. People are going crazy listening. This guy's viewership has gone through the roof. You got CNN that's got less than 1 million people. They have less than 1 million people listening to them right now. You're talking about a 91% drop. And this guy's got 11 million people listening to some freaking dude that is a comedian, and he's an MMA announcer. He has great, I love his podcast, but it's nothing serious. And you guys have really taken the bait with this one, and Spotify wins. It's also like this M&M's thing that is out there right now. I mean, I don't know if you've heard, but they've changed the M&M things around. And people on the right are all fucking freaking out because they took the green M&M, her go-go boots, away. It's a fucking M&M, people. It's a fucking piece of candy, man. And you guys, they're trying to do this and they're trying to, normalize it. They got like regular sneakers on and shit. I really didn't even notice their fucking shoes until you fucking said something. But all right, cool. So they got regular like low heels or whatever, and it doesn't matter. But M&M's and Mars it's so perfect for them because the people on the right, I fucking think you're doing this and I think you're doing that. And we don't like it. So now everybody on the left, as soon as they said that, got to go, we love it. It's the greatest thing on earth because it's so much human nature. Now, everybody's talking about fucking M&Ms. Everybody's talking about fucking M&Ms and fictional characters that have nothing to do with shit. Those aren't even real shoes, people. It's a fucking drawing. It's candy. It's all chocolate on the inside and they all taste the fucking same. But the marketing strategy is fucking brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And you people don't even understand the commerce that these companies are making off of your stupidity and your fight. They are making millions and millions of dollars through this whole thing because keeping you fighting over dumb shit and talking about their shit. The next thing you know, another company will come out. They'll do some crazy shit. The right will go, this is fucking nuts. I can't fucking believe it. And then the left will go, this is the greatest thing. Or it'll go vice versa, like Spotify. I can't believe they're doing this. We need to boycott. And the right is going, fucking great. Everybody get a Spotify account. You know who wins? Big business, Spotify. They fucking win no matter what you do. Because you're talking about it. And it's so stupid. You're giving it the power. Now, I have to say, I did not have a Spotify account because I buy my music directly, like from my apps, like the Verizon app or the Apple app. I buy the song that I like or an album that I like. I'm a musician myself, so I support the musicians that way. And I've never stolen any music. I know it sounds funny, but I haven't. I just buy it because I enjoy music probably more than any other media out there. I mean, it's emotional, it's great, and I love it. But I had to support my boy Joe Rogan. So I actually went out and opened up a Spotify account and given him the $9 a month. Well, I'll give it to him for the next couple of months. I'll download a bunch of songs, from it. I'm sure the royalties go to, whoever owns the music or whatever. And then I'll probably cancel it. But it's just an act of showing that, I'm supporting Joe Rogan in this way. And there's millions of people like me that just did that. You see how it works? Normally, I would never pay for an app like a Pandora or something like that. I barely wanted to pay for SiriusXM. It's retarded. But you make people go into that mode of, fuck you, and the big businesses make the money. And here we are fighting over M&Ms and trying to silence another guy for asking questions to a doctor that's qualified to answer these questions. They just didn't like the answers that the doctor said. It's like when you see the 3 out of 4 dentists agree. Well, there's a 4th dentist that didn't agree. So, you know what I mean? Not everybody's going to agree. But we all want to make everybody agree. And we've become so comfortable in censorship and censoring the next person. Oh, he didn't say something. Oh, he's got to be taken out. We got to, oh, silence. We need him off the airwaves. I can't believe he's doing this, blah, 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 blah. And the very root of that censorship comes from one thing and one thing only. All to get one man, Donald J. Trump. That's where it all came from. Everything. Before that, you didn't really hear people wanting to censor people. That was like a no-no. Like everybody's like, whoa, I don't want to censor that guy. Oh, he can say what he wants, you know? But they all rallied around, let's censor this one when they took him off a Twitter. You know, let's censor him here. Let's censor him. And they all colluded to, you know, take him off this platform, that platform, this platform. You know, while they still got the Ayatollah of Iran threatening Jewish people and we're going to do this and we're going to do that, like bodily harm. And that guy still got his shit. So it really kind of doesn't make sense. But we understand why the censorship was happening. So then once we got comfortable with that, it was comfortable censoring this guy and then taking that guy off. And then we're going to do it here. So now it becomes so normal for you to hear, oh, they just censored this guy. They censored him. How did you let people get comfortable with taking away that, you know, do that? Like I said, it was all to get one man. That's just in my humble opinion, because I didn't see any real censorship like this, because we fought so hard about it, unified. I mean, left, right, you know, fucking middle. Everybody did not want this censorship thing, because we all knew the slippery slope. But they tricked you. They tricked you into saying, let's censor the next guy. And now you're very, very comfortable with staying in your echo chamber because you can't hear the other side anymore. We have to censor them. You know, we don't want discourse. We don't want the dialogue anymore. We want to hear what we want to hear. We want to hear that I'm right. That's why we look for certain news. That's why we read certain papers. That's why we talk to certain people. We want to validate our own opinions as fact. And that's what we keep doing. We keep searching for that, which is, I have no idea why we keep doing that. I don't feel like I do that. I feel like I've been the same guy. I'm anti-authority. I don't give a crap. Whoever's in charge, I'm not really into you because you're in charge. And nobody's in charge of me. No government, no human being, no man, no alien. There's only one person that's in charge of me, and that's the Lord Jesus Christ and God himself. That's it. Anything else beyond that, you have no say. Nothing. Period. End of discussion. And I live my life like that. I've been given the middle finger to authority my whole entire life. It's always like the same, like the Who song, meet the new boss, same as the old boss. They're all the same. In the end, they're all the same. They have no idea what we're going through, and they're, you know, put their finger down on us. Some regimes are more tyrannical than others, like the one we have right now, which is absolutely out of control with big tech and, you know, media and government. You know, it's almost like we have a fourth branch of government with big tech and media. It almost is, if you really think about it, but that's for another podcast. I just want you guys to think about this, you know, if you're listening to me or whatever. Why are you so comfortable with censorship? Why are you so uncomfortable with civil discourse and debate and hearing things that are not exactly what you want to hear and listening to them, digesting it, and coming back with a well-qualified argument to counter it, other than you're racist or you're spreading misinformation? Because that kind of doesn't fly anymore. You know, I don't know anybody that's self-respecting, freedom-loving, you know, person that really flies with anymore. You know what I mean? It's like the do as I say, not as I do stuff. I don't think that's ever worked ever in the history of mankind. So think about it, people. Why are we so comfortable with censorship? Was it all to get one man? And now it's gone too far that we can't stop it? Something to ponder on. Well, if you like what's going on here, please like, share, subscribe, comment. You know, I said I don't do this for any money. It's very unpopular in certain circles, what I do and what I say. But I do it because this is the way I can fight back, like I've always said. and get the things off of my mind. So, without further ado, thank you. Thank you, family. God bless you, your family. Hopefully everybody's healthy, happy, safe. God bless the United States of America. Pray for the world. And when in doubt, prayer is always the answer, people. I know it works for me. Thanks again. Peace out. Have a great night.